Previously on Saving Throw. Getting ready for their next mission, our party picked up some relics and spent far too long at Blackout Billy's shop.
Billy, do you have power word poop? Power
Well, I
word
got
shit.
the brown note, as someone called it.
I got the brown note. He got the joke before I did. God damn.
Well, I am a bard, so this might be interesting to me.
This here is the trumpet of shitting.
Heading back to the guild, our heroes received their next quest.
We're sending you to Tough Slayer in Straignmar. I hope the cold isn't a problem. Straignmar, which is that very bottom city, are mostly known for two things. Their place in the war and the main denizens of the frozen city being vampires. Oh!
And arriving in the frozen city of Stranemar, we met up with Iris Keltier, who had a mission for our party.
Yes, that's more or less it. Let me put it this way. And she takes a sip of her drink. So, I need you to kill my brother. And that's gonna do it for this episode.
Very good, thank you, Chris.
Now we hang out with vampires in the snow in Saving Throw, Frostbite.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Saving Throw, our actual play D&D podcast right here on Save Data. I'm Chris, I will be a Dungeon Master, and I will be a playable champion in League of Legends. I'm joined by our lovely party.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
I'm joined by our lovely party, Zach playing Alistair Nobledrifter.
Now with +1 gamer lights in the background.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's not
in your old place?
Yeah, I just put them in my office this time.
Have those been sitting in a box for 6 months?
They've been sitting wrapped in plastic for 6 months, or 2 months.
Wrapped in plastic.
Elise, I saw those, and I thought you were still using a green screen.
No, that's real.
They weren't real.
Like the One Piece, that's real. Elise as win, hashtag stay winning.
Y'all ready to destroy the absolute? That's what we're doing here, right?
Baldur's Gate joke. Baldur's Gate joke.
Great for
That
me,
is a
honey.
Baldur's Gate joke.
Prij playing the role of Ashbal Ramnarantz. I could not have spelled Ramnarantz like wronger here. I wrote Ronma Range.
Wow.
Hi, I'm Ashbal Robner Range.
That's
Everyone's
I'm changing my name for this episode.
Everyone's
If we
favorite
pour
manga,
water
Ashbal
on
one
Ashbal,
half.
does he
Yeah.
turn into a woman? Yeah.
Is that what turns him into a woman in Ronma one half?
Yeah, it's either cold or hot water. I forget which one.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Oh, yeah, it was dumb.
don't all the
mean,
other
that's-
characters also have a similar curse?
Something like that.
What's a curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that just happens naturally, Chris.
Wait, when you take baths, do you not change gender?
That's getting cut.
Yep.
Welcome back from the cut with David as Jennifer Many Shields.
What's up?
And we have Jason playing Chiron Hemlock.
What's up? I'm Chiron Hemlock. We're ready to destroy Absolute Zero, and look at this new gamer water that I have. I'm starring in Soul Calibur 7, actually.
Oh!
God.
Can you give us, can you,
Elvin in
can you give us
shambles.
some of your previews of your voiceover lines for this?
Oh,
Come now, let us dance. Rain of blood shall rain deep today.
The name's Chiron.
Jason.
The name's Chiron. Remember it.
This is the longest intro ever.
Yep.
If you like the show, you can catch it live on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam, or catch the edited version on YouTube and then all the podcast platforms. If you don't like this show, I didn't write a bit for this part. Fuck me. You can catch the edited version on YouTube, whatever the fuck. If you want to go the absolute extra mile, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. For $2 a month, you get access to our VOD channel where you can watch all the streams unedited forever. Very useful for the Save.bio fans out there. Bam. For $5 a month, you get to vote on what we do for our variety streams, including voting for ducks. You can have yourself included in this D&D campaign as an NPC. We're certainly meeting those today. And lastly, the $10 a month tier, you get your name included in this Patreon song.
Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Eddie Cosmo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed Navi. Witch Tower, Sky Hurlock, Hyde, Selfaria, Arky, Forensic, Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob Bell, Go, Zeppeli, Sheberstein, Ryger, Rilla Jolie, Baron Esper, BBC, What, and Sherlock's, Mr. Mercasil, Art, Ami, Borshak. Anime Chick, K1R Walsh Diego Garcia, Nice Boomer Emily. Mega Zero, Big Curbo, Who Needs to Sleep, Alea, Yakta, Estever, Entropy, Daedric and Serafina, Sealamgar, Chrissy, and Tasty Marbar. Taco Sensei, QB Nagashi, don't forget the Jester and Haruka Naegi. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribe, Zeal Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons.
And one more thank you to the people that make the show happen, including Will and Karen from Subpixel for our logos, Nez for our character art for our party and others, CZ Peku for our battle maps, we're not seeing any of those today, and Bardify/Epidemic Sound for our music you're currently hearing. And thank you, of course, for being the best, listening and watching. Now, last we left off, you all had just arrived in the city of Straignmar, a frozen city on the edge of the Empire that could best be put on a map with the note of "Here be vampires." Here, I'll switch the other around for a second. And arriving in the city, or rather on the outskirts of it, you made your way to the tavern Hedge's Corner. Shout out to patron Hedge. To meet your contact, Iris Keltier. Shout out to patron Iris. Iris Keltier, who is both an Echelor, which is a powerful mage, and a noblewoman who in part rules over the city of Straighnmar. And calling you all here to investigate some unrest within the city, the first thing out of the noblewoman's mouth, really, is, I need you to kill my brother.
Right.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The Echelor speaks her obviously over-the-top request, and for a moment she doesn't say anything, sort of like, taking a sip from her glass before continuing. Well, I suppose you don't have to kill him, but by and large it would make things easier. I have my reasons to believe the one driving a wedge between my people and the city is my brother, and I do believe it would be in everyone's best interest if you just do your hero thing and kill him.
Is Echelor like a title you would refer to someone like if you're?
Yeah, so she would either be either Duchess or Echelor would be fine.
Okay, Echelor is a weird word to use as an address. So I'm going to say, Duchess Keltier, if I may be so bold, you must understand the guild really can't act as someone's personal hit squad. So could you please give us a more detailed breakdown of what's actually going on, and let's see if we can come to a solution that's within the purview of things we're allowed to do.
I suppose it was foolish of me to assume Aunt Marin would give you the details in full. Let's see.
Bureaucracy, am I right?
No, she just doesn't like me. None of this was a problem even a year ago, maybe even half a year ago. Who's to say? We do not have a history of tension between my kin and the mortals. It has been healthy cohabitation. But recently it has started to build between the hosts of Straignmar and the mortals that live within our city. And the damnedest thing is, grab anyone out of the city, and I will tell you, no one could point to you exactly when and where it all began to get like this. There was a rumor that a vampire of my clan had killed and drained some merchant under the pretense that the merchant was in fact a criminal and a brigand. However, dig as deep as you like, you'll find no name for this merchant, nor this vampire. I was firmly in the camp that it was just a rumor and nothing more. But my brother does not have the talent for interacting with the common folk myself or our late father maintain. He wanted to, in his own words, set the tone on the whole rumor and made a speech before the city. And well, between just everything about him and giving the speech from the castle steps, not among the common people, and his tone, and once again everything about him, and his use of the terms of vampiric sovereignty and mortal peasantry, and of course the fact that he offered no solutions other than an internal investigation.
So sort of a vampire Ron DeSantis, got it.
It did very little to improve the morale of the city in any way, is the point I'm getting at. Shout out to... Oh, I didn't read the name yet, never mind. Why did I write that here? Whatever.
Future shout out to a patron, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Miss Keltier?
Keltier.
Right?
With a K.
Keltier. You Keltier. I can
Great.
mess that up in character. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's appropriate. What is like? You're the Duchess. Does your brother have an official position?
Yes. So, Duchess Etchelor, you're familiar. My brother would be Duke Zethus Keltier. Hey, shout out to Patron Phoenix for the name Zethus. Hope you're probably thinking European aristocratic vampire. Our father did not, did not trust us to govern individually, so we both serve as stewards of the city.
I hope you understand, Miss Keltier, that we were not expecting to be brought here and told to assassinate not only your brother, but a leader of this nation.
Aye.
If, in fact, there is some conspiracy here, we will investigate it. We will come to a conclusion, and we will do what we see fit. Does that sound right?
I actually disagree with most of my compatriots up here.
God damn it.
If we were told specifically by our boss or acting guild leader to assassinate your person, we should do it without asking too many questions. It is our job. And frankly, we get rid of one of these scum vampire anyway.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yo, vampires are not good people, guys. I don't have to tell you twice.
Also, Chiron, I want to emphasize, you know what? I'm going to honestly just ignore your comment.
I'll take the job. If these guys don't want to take it, I'll take it.
And it will be your last job with the guild, as you are summarily kicked out for doing that.
Just for doing my job, yes.
Marin told us to come listen to Miss Keltier here.
And she said kill her brother.
No.
I actually
Not listen
really like,
as in
I really
obey.
like this one. He's actually pretty great. You should listen to him more.
Listen as in hear her out, and if we can, help to resolve the situation. If we investigate and it becomes Operation Family Feud, problem solved. We will solve it.
Feud!
Can I time out here for a second? Sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Chris, would the guild ever send you people to assassinate someone? That doesn't seem like a hero's job.
If they're bad, yeah. What are you talking about?
If they were like a despot ruling over a city,
Right,
would they send you to kill Hitler? Yes, absolutely.
Right, but in this context, this is a ridiculous request, right?
It's an absurd request.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Sorry if I missed something, but you seem to explain that your brother gave a really shitty speech. I'm still a little amiss on what's the problem. Was the speech really that bad that we have to?
My brother makes no secret of his, let's say, dislike. That's a nice word. Dislike for the mortals that find a host in Straignmar. But, well, Zethus is a real bastard most of the time. He loves to go on and on about the vampire clans of Tiflaya used to be strong, autonomous, proper rules, not spokes on the imperial wheel. But my point is that my brother would have no love lost if he was forced to cut down half the city and return us to a state ruled by vampires with the myrtles kept firmly under thumb like it was the time of our ancestors. And I believe, wholeheartedly, that is his goal. I believe he's the one stoking the fire between the mortals and our brethren, so he can find an excuse to return us to what he deems a more proper state for our kind, ruling as a sovereign state of vampiric power and mortal chattel.
Thank you. That is much more of what I was looking for. That is something I would consider a very significant problem.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the vampire's acting like a
question?
vampire.
What's up? Yeah.
World question.
Yeah.
In this world, like, is vampire like a race, or like can all races become vampires?
That's
Everything's a vampire. It's like they're pretty evil usually.
Hey, y'all! I know how vampires work in other media. I'm asking about in saving throw.
So we talked about this like a little bit last time, but just also
Yeah, we didn't dive into it. That's why I asked.
Vampires are a thing, duh, obviously. So
Be wild
pure
at this point.
So vampirism is both a disease and in a sort of way a race, but it's much more, a disease like lycanthropy is, where it's like, you get bit by a vampire, you are now partially vampire. There is a line of quote unquote pure-blooded vampires like that stretches back like millennia, which is basically if you are bit and then your wife is bit and you have a child, that child will be born vampire. And there are, varying lines of this, but like the ones like the Keltier line go back like millennia to the point where they like technically at one point may have been human or whatever, but it's been such a long time since then that like they are effectively their own race, which also sort of aligns with there is a weird kind of, I'm just going to say classist racist nonsense between very pure-blooded, we've been here for a bajillion years, vampires and other vampires, and then mortals.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, and vampires. So vampires can also have kids in this world, which is
only
not the same as other vampire media. Which is fine.
Vampire with a vampire.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So no half vampires.
Just so
no half vampires.
We know what we're getting into. You yourself are of course an Echelor. And I believe you said what kinds of magic she's an Echelor of last week?
Creation and illusion.
Is your brother of a similar skill level as you?
My brother can use magic, yes. To call it a similar skill level is offensive. I'm incredible.
I love that. I love the confidence.
I would say, adequate.
Like a level 7 sorcerer? Like, what are we talking here?
This is the second time you've tried to do that, Alistair. No one knows my level.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
His power level is 9,000.
Thank you.
If you were to rank your brother next to the Dictomancer, which would win?
Nobody can take the Dictomancer. He's incredible.
Also, you heard of him.
Everyone's heard of him.
Everyone's heard of the Dictomancer.
He's all over the news.
He has those posters, remember?
God damn it.
Hey, if anything, that guy knows viral marketing.
Okay, so...
Does your brother have much support? Is there like... Again, I guess... Not that you have a poll done or anything, but... if things were to go south, how much of the other higher power vampires in the city do you fear would follow his lead compared to those who would follow yours?
My father would tell you that vampires are all on the same page as far as ruling our city. He was full of shit. Most of them would fall in line and do what Zeta says because they're terrified of him. Of course, if I was to openly oppose him, it would go a bit differently, where I would say more along the lines of the city would support me and the clans would support my brother.
So we might end up having a vampire-based class war.
Oh,
yes,
God.
I don't love the sound of that.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are really treating vampires as non-deadly creatures. I've met many of them in my medical studies, and they will kill. They care not for you as you do them. They're selfish, unrelenting, and they will kill you at the drop of a beat.
Yeah. So this lady,
I know she
can do that to you.
Great, but she's hiring us to kill another one. So who cares? Junver.
Sorry, again.
Me being alive, I care.
Echelor.
It's fine. She's literally hiring us. She doesn't care. She knows we're talking about vampires.
He's right that I don't really care. I don't really value the opinion of any of you, honestly.
She doesn't even think anything of us. We're rodents to them.
Sorry. So, okay. You obviously had our attention. Now you have us intrigued. What do you recommend as far as places to start investigating your brother?
Yes, let's see, where to begin. The most guilty I think he would be is with his little, there's the matter of his, archaeological interests. He began, I don't know, a few years back, a former tomb of our kin that was lost beneath an avalanche centuries ago, who cares? Zethus found interest in excavating it, and that interest has turned to obsession. Investing time and time again what he's searching for beneath the ice, and again he's gone on about how he really wishes to clear the tomb on behalf of our ancestors. which is nonsense. He's looking for something, but whenever I go to investigate further, work conveniently slows to a halt. My brother's not nearly as subtle as he thinks he is. He's certainly adept at getting in my way.
Okay, so there's a
Any idea what he could be looking for?
He's always been fascinated with relics, but it's something different about it. It's not like he wants something to put on his mantle. It's like he thinks he'll find something in there that will, to paraphrase, rid him of our mortal problem.
Well, if he finds like that, he shouldn't use it. It belongs in a museum.
Thank you.
Men!
If one of us doesn't get a magical whip at some point in this campaign,
I hate that I thought of Ezreal before Indiana fucking Jones.
I hate
I hate
yeah, that feels bad.
Noxians hate those guys. Vampires hate those guys.
Sorry. So you said you don't know exactly what it might be. Is there any other places you recommend that we investigate?
Well, all right. Let me give you the whole run of it. We've had, like I said, mild civil unrest. I would say. I'm merely attempting to head it off before it grows too large. Squabbles in the streets, guardsmen pelted with rotten vegetables at the market, protesters claiming we're hoarding food, which is absurd, we're fucking vampires.
That's good.
I suspect my brother has had a hand in driving the strife between the people and us. I suspect that he is employing, presumably mortals, in order to continue this confusion. I would recommend perhaps investigating the underside of our fair city and finding out who exactly may be collecting that money.
Do you have names of these potential people?
I don't, muck about with the underside of the city. I have a status to uphold. However, I do have a name you can start with. I'm sure he can get you somewhere from there. He is a merchant of many things, by the name of Roki, Roki. Shout out to patron AC.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Can you spell her brother's name real quickly? I'm sorry.
Yes, Zethus, Xethus.
Okay.
That's not how I thought that was spelled.
Not even close.
I had a Z in there and an I.
This Roki is he work with your brother, and is he in cahoots with him, or is it an informant to help us find people who do?
I cannot say he works for my brother necessarily, but he does work for me for fair coin. So at the very least, he should be able to point you in the right direction.
And while we're at it, also just what's the spelling of her name as well?
Iris, R-I-R-I-S.
Oh, easy. I never would have asked, but with both Zethus, we got Arle in here being spelled the way it was. I'm like,
hey. Since RLA, I've given no one a hard to spell name. Because I fucking learned.
Now, to be in your defense, Chris, Rainbow the Dragon Cat says Chris always got to pick the most absurd name spellings. These three are all patron names.
Yeah,
so
I got nothing to do with any of these.
It's true.
Okay.
All right.
One other question. Is there, perhaps, I don't know, something you can give us, like a badge or something? I mean, obviously, we with the Heroes Guild, but is there something you can give us that might ingratiate us with other vampires who might not necessarily love us not being of the vampire persuasion?
She could give you a bite. That would probably ingratiate with them.
I probably would, and never mind. I'll keep that thought to myself.
He's thinking
God
horny.
damn it.
He's thinking horny thoughts. She like drums her hand on the table.
We know.
We're
aware.
detect thoughts as well. Okay, I love that.
It's just intuition.
It's actually rare when he isn't. I've seen him look at a cheese grater before.
Jesus God, not a cheese grater.
I am hesitant to give you anything that will, as you say, ingratiate you to my kin, as what it's more likely to do is drive a wedge between you and the common folk of my city, and I have a much harder time getting a read on them than I do on the much smaller number of vampires.
Okay. Understood.
Well, you know my stance. You can ask the rest of the party members if they're taking the job officially or just doing more investigation work on if a vampire should be stopped from creating more vampires.
I'm very tempted to cast sleep on him. Anyone opposed?
Literally no.
She does not.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody else have any more questions for our very nice benefactor? I say, well, looking.
What lodgings
Benefactors give you money, Alistar.
What lodgings would you recommend for us?
I have actually already prepared rooms for you here at Hedges Corner. A safe distance from the center of town, and should you need to, if people see you coming and going from the castle repeatedly, they'll know you're up to something of the sort.
We are immensely grateful for your thoughtfulness in that matter.
Thank you.
And I suppose before I send you off on anything, there is the matter of this cult rabble. So, Marin did mention.
Marin did mention that. I was going to bring it up.
You were okay. I just didn't want to let you go before. Yeah. So Marin did mention the cult has been allegedly, according to Iris, spotted here, which has never happened before.
Yeah.
Things are not the best they've been. The cult of the Broken Sky has never held really any sway in Tavslaya. We do not keep the same gods as your kind. In millennia past, we would have had them slaughtered in the fields and the people would rejoice. But, well, these aren't strictly the same. For starters, I cannot properly call them the cult of the Broken Sky, no matter how certain I am that it is them. They call themselves the Menders. They promise to return the world to how it stood before the Shattering, and return the stars to the sky.
The Menders, I love it.
Of course. And return the stars to the sky, I'm assuming, so their god can devour them again. But unlike the cult, in all fairness, they make no call to arms, no calls to sacrifice the living to commune with their dead god.
That's how it always starts.
And also, conveniently, they seem to have ample food and supply to share with the most impoverished members of our city.
Of course they do.
A young, upstart, altruistic organization with seemingly endless resources. I wasn't born yesterday, that's obviously suspicious. All while informing the citizens of Straignmar they will soon have no need to rely on the Keltier or the Pale Star. She gestures to the window to that massive, glowing, fake sun they have over the city.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
It's not saber-rattling, but it's damned close, and I can't have the god go about arresting anyone that calls himself a Mender, as strictly speaking they've done nothing wrong, but they are as suspicious as can possibly be.
Wow.
Now, I feel like I probably know the answer to this question, but do you have any leads on who might be supplying the Menders with seemingly endless amounts of resources?
Well, I'll give you a hint of who I suspect.
Let me guess, the cult of the Broken Sky?
No, my
brother.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was my second guess.
The belief to me that the cult had suddenly broken into Tavslaya and in such not well organized but well funded supply is ridiculous. That being said, I haven't noticed anything irregular of our, stores of food and coin, but I also would not have put it past my brother to have started this plan a century ago.
Interesting.
Okay. So I think we have enough to start this here.
So, suffice to say, you won't be killing my brother?
Well,
At least not now.
that remains to be seen, although I know one of us is definitely on the side of yes.
Ugh, heroes and your relics. Very well.
Can't believe the one who's not on the side of yes, or one who is on the side of yes, isn't the one that wants to get in her pants. I'm shocked.
I mean, there's many ways.
Very well, I'll leave the investigation to you. We are a large city. Someone is sure to know something, at least under pain of threat or for a suitable coin. have, of course, informed my brother that I had sent off for heroes. Officially, I do not know you arrived. This little chat of ours never happened, so I'd recommend you check into the castle at some point to keep up appearances, if nothing else. And I'm sure you'll be able to press some manner of information out of Zethus that he refused to tell me. If heroes start mucking about the town before he knows about it, he'll have such an attitude and it'll be so annoying.
And
We don't know anything about that.
Speaking of the whole obvious hero thing, there is the matter of those badges of yours. I doubt you'll get very far into matters of subterfuge, flashing guild signets left and right. She lifts a hand and waves it across, and all of your signets change and fade, taking form as just like little pieces of silver or like disappearing entirely into your clothing.
I like that.
That should hold for a few days, keep you more covert. I'll undo that when you make your way to the palace, blah blah blah.
it's a very cool spell.
Understood. Much obliged.
Iris rises and raises a hand towards that invisible wall of sound that she had cast last time you all sat. And with a snap of her hand, it all fades and like the sound of the bar resumes like it was totally normal, and no one at all noticed that for a while you guys were only, having conversation amongst yourself. It just seemed normal. You're just chatting at a table, whatever.
Cool. Of course.
The noblewoman nods to you and promptly just leaves. Not like no goodbye, just like see you later,
I
fuckers,
assume
and
it's somebody we
bolts.
froze, yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well.
So we've got some leads.
Yeah.
There's the dig site and the Undercity.
The Undercity, by the way, is more of a like. She's not like. There's not like. This isn't like a fucking Coruscant.
Yeah.
She means like the darker side of the city, not like an actual location.
Along with introducing ourselves to Zethus himself
Correct.
at some point.
Which I think most of us, well, or but maybe one of us would say that should not be our first.
That should not be the first thing you do.
No.
Okay.
I
I'm
like to
glad
get
you
that
agree,
dig site.
Kara.
First of all, you would blow your cover instantly. We cannot fight this man. You have to cut off its legs first before you attack the beast.
Well, to be fair, meeting him isn't going to blow our cover, as Iris just said. He knows heroes are in the city.
I've seen more evidence of us messing it up, where we have talked to somebody who is important than us.
It's got a good point. Come back to the Windyoinkers.
Yeah.
It was fun time.
Well, how about the four of you don't talk, and that should keep things going smoothly.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, you've stolen crystals before, my guy.
I
so I don't know if
will
everything's
not
going.
make any promises.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree that we should not immediately head to the castle. All things considered.
Did want to bring up something. She said these two things very far apart, but I found them interesting next to each other. In that the populace was blaming like the city on hoarding food and supplies.
Yeah.
And yet the Menders seem to have yet unlimited food and supplies to give out. Hey, that's sus.
That's very sus.
Like, I get they have a benefactor somewhere, but that benefactor could, like, be taking it off the top or something like that.
I also do want to remind everyone, when we received this mission, we were told to essentially discover the situation and, if desired, report back. So, for whatever we do going forward, let's remember we are under no obligation to take any concrete action here.
This is
We can simply learn and peace out if we don't want to get involved in the situation here more than we are.
Ashball, that's boring, and this is D&D.
What are you talking about? What the hell is D&D?
Well, I apologize, I don't want to risk my life on some family squabble. I have better things to do.
Oh, he's got better things to do. Okay, damn.
I think before we do that, we should get some more information.
We are heroes, though. We should take up what job we already have. We already can't decline other jobs.
No, but I'm saying our job is to learn the situation. If we learn the situation and report back, that may be the entirety of our job.
Our job from the Heroes Guild is not explicitly do whatever Miss Keltier says.
For sure.
But also, if we get further beyond of what we're supposed to be doing, then we've proven ourselves even more.
And we might get paid more.
I don't care about the money.
All right.
What do you mean you don't care about the money? You're the one who fucking held up Vessler for more money last time.
All in favor of...
That is true. You did do that, Chiron.
He doesn't remember that. All in favor of going to the dig site, say aye.
I
I would also like to avoid that. I feel like if we show up at the dig site and word of that gets back to Zethus, then we show up at the castle, that might raise concerns.
I think if we are revealed to be ourselves there, then we immediately have to go to the castle and say, oh hey, because he knows we're in the city.
Right.
So then, but you know,
I'd be worried about stepping on his toes too early.
For sure.
I would recommend we get a lay of the land by traveling about the city.
I was gonna visit Roki. He would help us the quickest.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Call.
Yeah,
Okay.
works for me.
I want to go to the dig site, just not immediately.
Sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, absolutely. I absolutely believe we should. But again, I would fear if, well, as Chiron pointed out, we blow our cover there, and then it would be even worse than blowing our cover to Zethus directly if we blow our cover snooping around his dig site.
I just want you guys to know, you have to understand my crashness. These are vampires. They don't care about you. They will kill you. They could betray you.
It's
They will
also.
do anything to just.
Let me remind you,
Uncurable disease is never to be fucked with. It's
vampires were also integral to defeating the cult of the broken sky
right.
and
but
the Sky Eater.
it was one guy who changed his path, not the overarching vampire syndrome, if you will.
I feel like we're
That's
like
considered-
digging on Chiron's point here. Chiron's point actually is a very not common, but like a lot of people would think in the same line as Chiron. Like it's not absurd. Like vampires are somewhat respected and like people, I would say, more tolerate them than anything else. In Tough Sly, I would say liked, but this is, we're not from there.
I mean, I'm sure Tifsly doesn't have a booming tourism fucking industry. People like, oh, let's go to the vampire country. That sounds great.
That's great. It's freezing cold there.
Yeah, also that.
Like
Freezing cold. no
Chiron's
sun.
line of thinking is relatively common. A lot of people do not like vampires because of the whole blood-sucking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, that makes sense.
And
but it's
while
also
like Hepturn was very well liked because he was the coolest hero guy ever that ever did fuck. Doesn't mean that like everything was fixed afterwards.
They didn't just hand a vampire a Pepsi, you know.
Uncurable disease.
If it assuages your concerns, Chiron, I do want you to know I do not trust Iris any more than I trust any other person we've met. Don't worry, I will absolutely be as cautious as necessary.
We don't trust Iris?
What?
She seems so trustworthy.
Look, I
She
mean
seems the way
nothing
she
personal.
smiled.
I
She
mean
had a look
nothing
at top.
personal against my comrades here. It's just a very dangerous situation, and I do not want something happening like this in my life again.
No, I understand your concern.
again.
Don't cry.
Okay, so we're gonna go to
Yeah, we're gonna head to try and find Roki.
cool. While we're exploring the city, Chris, just a question. Like in general, like a group of 5 different races but non-vampires walking together, is that like out of place? Does it look weird?
In general, like, in reality, would it be fucking weird for conveniently people of 5 exactly different races in a group of 5 walking around and say they're not from? Yes, of course it would be. But because this is fucking D&D, I'm choosing to believe that everyone just has racial blindness.
I guess I just more meant like 5 non-vampire people is what I mean to say. Okay,
I mean,
cool.
the city is
Zach,
predominantly
we
more.
look like a group of those
Zach.
kids that are on the front of a college
Some of us-
textbook. Just
Yes.
Some kids. We just need to walk by
but
and every once in a while just go like, oh, vamp.
But they put Wynn's picture on the cover twice because they was really trying to get that turtle demographic.
There's a huge turtle population.
Shout out to, I believe that was University of Wisconsin. Who put the same black person on their advertisement twice.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. It's a shot of the stadium stands and this black guy sitting down in one corner and the same black guy sitting down in a different corner. It is Awesome.
He's that good. What do you want? He's really good at shadow clone jutsu. Lay off the guy.
God damn it. I was just gonna ask because otherwise I was gonna cast Disguise Self and make myself look more vampiric.
The city is predominantly mortal. There are more mortals in the city than there are vampires.
I mean,
there's a relatively large number of people who are bitten, but like are not fully fledged vampires, i.e., not pureblood vampires.
Yeah, so there is like a thrall situation.
It's like a thrall situation.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, like you get like buffs from it effectively. Like you live longer and shit like that.
Like
but
vampire?
Yeah, sort of.
But you're not.
But you're not like there's a pretty stiff line between like I'm a vampire, I'll live for 1,000,000 years until I choose to die, and then like I was bitten by Steve in the alley.
Fucking Steve.
Dude, I'm a huge
vampire
Steve.
Is this also like a thrall situation in that they are literally like under a vampire, like controlled by or beholden to a
if you are
full vampire?
Bit by someone repeatedly, you like build that as opposed to a tolerance, more like an addiction. But like if one bite, no. But also like we talked before about like how Keltier made it illegal to just drain people indiscriminately. That's part of it too. Like you can't just go around biting fucking people.
Cool.
Great.
Oh, you hear that, Alistair? You can't get your kinks done here. So.
Hey, two consenting adults? Whole different story.
Never mind. Go bite whoever you want.
Never mind. You would.
Okay. Yeah.
Straignmar is a large city, but not to the scale of Rontmar, but also much larger than something like Stay, which is a small village, or Bright Harbor, which is a smallish town. You can. This is not. I don't love city maps because like people get too stuck in the minutia of them. If you want to go to the market to find a merchant, you can do that. If you want to go to the palace, you can do that. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Also, you're still at the tavern, so if you wanted to, fuck around at the tavern.
What did she say Roki's job was besides being?
He is a self-described merchant of many things.
Ooh.
The other merchants potentially could have heard of him, I guess. So that would be my thought. The other merchant.
Yeah, I think we should just start with Roki, wherever the hell he is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, go to the market and ask around. Yeah.
So, right, we don't know where Roki is. We know he's.
But if he's a merchant made things, we can go to the market and be like,
yeah.
Hi, we're looking for a friend of ours named Roki. Do you know where where this guy's at?
I mean, considering Roki is probably not the most above board gentleman.
Yeah, I do think before we get there, we should talk about attack plan. I don't think.
I don't think I should ask these questions.
Yes. Huge fan of this. Go on.
Look, I could start dissecting people and see if they're Roki. That's not
I don't know that
is
that
that
would
how?
get us the
Listen,
information we
you
want.
are the doctor here. I will give you that now.
It's that or check their blood, but one's quicker.
Okay.
Is that how names work?
Wait,
is one clicker quicker?
I'm pretty good with my.
He's really fast.
I'm really fast. Both in and out of study. Is there like a town crier who's just like shouting like, "Hey, like, come over here, see the wonder"?
Blair, everybody, Blair.
Are you a masochist? We're the town for you.
Ding, 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 ding. This just in. Blah.
Blah.
Try my chocolate cereal.
There could be criers throughout the city, sure.
Tensions rise into Slaya, Blair.
I mean, we could just
Wait.
check
So by Zach's justification, criers don't work for the city. They work for like the news to gas people up.
Yeah, like they're trying to sell news. They're like newsies.
That's not what criers are. That's what
depends who hires them.
That's what markers are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could go up to that gentleman and just, instead of mentioning by name, we could just say who's the best, market salesman in town.
Chiron, that is a beautiful idea. Let's go with that.
Ask if say we need a lot of things. Who's the best?
Say we need
many things.
I'll use some words, yes.
Wait, you're talking to him? Win,
who
what
else
about
is
you?
going to talk to them?
Win, you're very friendly. What about you?
All right.
On this, I think
forcing us back on
Alistair
track.
is our go-to.
You all leave Hedges Corner, great tavern, and head into Straignmar proper. So like this was a tavern that basically exists on the outlier of the city, basically like a place you would stay if you are entering or exiting the city, and not necessarily like I don't live there. You guys enter Straignmar proper, and relatively easily you're able to find a town crier who's going on about the news of the town. Hey, the harvest didn't go great. Oopsie doodle, stuff like that.
Do they say Blair?
No, they're just they're a regular person.
Do they sing "Here's the news"? We're talking about news.
Oh, dude, don't tempt me. I will bust it out right now.
up, news?
You better believe. I'm like,
King Turon asks, "Is the crier Adam Sandler?" No. But Adam Sandler is canon.
Oh, because hello.
That sounds like a threat, honestly.
Somewhere in this world is Adam Sandler.
I guess. Hey,
That I want you to know that terrifies me.
Chris, paint me a word picture for this town crier.
I took a bite. I thought you were going to talk to him. Outrageously big tri-corner hat, like way too big.
Love it.
So much so that it's verging on like tri-corner sombrero.
Right.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's
Bell, shaking.
Okay. I love this.
So I'm gonna stay back while you talk, but before you go in, I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Thank you. Loves that. Loves a pep talk. Thank you, Vin. Come in and say, hello, crier. How goes the crying?
Honestly, dude, my fucking throat so sore.
You got to breathe. You have to breathe from the core, and be careful because you do not want to get the nodes. Oh God.
Like that?
I take like 5 steps back, but I'm still talking to him.
He's breathing, but he's like, he's like really shaky.
You gotta go somewhere. Anyways, so I love your hat. Really, really cool. It looks like it pushes down a lot on your head. If
Thanks, it's really heavy.
Yeah. So if somebody, I'm new in town. Just got in, checking out the sites. I work for a traveling company.
Persuasion check.
Bro,
Why would you?
Because I'm fucking
Make
incredible
him do
persuasion.
deception, Chris. Make him do deception.
An 18. Like, what do you want from me? I'm plus 10 in that.
That actually is fair. It should be a deception check. So
Okay, I'm
Just
pretty
pick whatever
sure I
roll.
also have plus 10 in that. Yeah, I do. It's also
it's
18.
an 18. Yeah, he believes you.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
And
the tourism board here, great.
yeah, well, that's why you got me here, Chet-Chetley. And that seems... Yeah, Chet-Chetley. It's a family name.
Oh, it's weird. I'm Chet Chutney. Nice to meet you.
Wow, we have so much in common. I was looking for a place to buy an eccentricity such as this hat, or maybe is there some spices in towns that you're known for? Some real specialties of the city.
Well, I can't let you have the hat. My sweet, sweet grandma made this one special just for me.
I would never take your
And
hat,
my special head.
Chutley. But where could somebody buy just like the finest things this town has to offer?
Well,
Like what part of town, specifically if you knew a door to knock on, that would be great.
well, here's the thing. I would say you'd probably find your best bet in the Silver Street Market, which is, so you take this street, you gotta go up 4 blocks, hang a left, that way 7 blocks, up another 2 blocks, left again. He gives you a absurdly complicated direction.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something a little more on the slippity slide,
Oh, you know I am, Chud.
Chet Chutney.
Sorry.
My well-known name.
I thought it was Chudley, not Chet Chudley. Okay, so we have the same first name. It's just the last name's that's tiny.
They
Wow.
sound similar, but they are in fact different.
Crazy. Sorry, so you were saying Slippy Slips?
Oh, right. Yeah, so look, I mean, Silver Street Market's gonna have a lot more of your refined experiences.
Yeah.
But if you want that real or authentic Straignmar hustle, you should head down. So just outside of the city walls, that's like the town, right? More than the city. Go ahead and check out the market there. You'll find something a little more, local.
Okay. And is there?
So the city of Straignmar is so big that it has like escaped the walls of the city.
Yeah.
And so there is like a secondary settlement that exists just on the outside of like the original walls of the town.
And if there was like a particular shop or name that you would have us ask for, look around for.
Well, it's like more of an open air market, so there's a bunch of like stands. Like people come out every day and they set their shit up, and it's kind of like first come first serve.
Okay, so that's. Hey, Chet. From one chat to another, you've been very helpful to me.
That's what I like to do, chat.
Now, please go see a doctor.
Oh no, this is normal. I cleared my throat.
Really?
Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
Okay, well, Chet, you have a great rest of your day crying about it.
How dare. Alright, whatever. Get out of here.
Alright, I convey all this information to everybody.
Great.
So,
So,
they're not going to the Silver Street, right?
I guess we go to the other one.
the outer town market.
Yeah,
We're going to the sketchy flea market.
Yeah, Silver Street
Yes.
more like boutique stores owned by people, whereas the other market is a lot more like open to like the public.
Does it?
Selling of
did you
goods.
say an actual name for this market?
It didn't? No, he didn't give one.
Okay, cool.
Yes, let's go to that one.
Let's head out.
So yeah, you guys head out. So like you basically just walked into town and then walk back out.
Yeah.
Walking back past like the battlements about that when this used to be a walled city for war. And out into what is more like a village. It was more like a common area where hey, rent looks cheaper here kind of situation. And you enter what is
so nice.
pretty blatantly a market area. It's kind of like a town square. And
Is there
there's
another town crier here that I can talk to?
I sure hope not.
no, but there's like a dude in an alley. There's like a dude in an alley who's like, hey, you guys look he's clearly a pervert.
Is there a newsie?
He says,
Is his name Roki?
What are you buying?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
No spoilers for Roki.
Can't go
Come on.
wrong.
No, it's a fucking merchant. Look around. Come on.
All right. Any what do we have around this market? Anything interesting?
So
Guys?
lots of usual stuff, the food and clothing and the like. I will say that it's notable there isn't a ton of food on these market stands, even ones that are set up this is like a bin for produce kind of thing. It's pretty sparse, and just looking at what you would pay for food at home versus here, it's prices are pretty fucking steep too. It's not a great looking economic situation as far as buying food in the poor part of town. And then they're pretty standard run of the mill merchants, but also this is a fantasy setting, so there's hey, I got potions, you want to make your dick big, that kind of stuff's going on.
Whoa!
Do they have any
that
to
work?
make your whole self big?
Asking for a friend.
The same guy's I mean, you could drink a lot of it, see what happens.
That sounds like a good way to die.
He's like, I got a whole crate ready to go. Come on, we can make this happen.
No, when I that was sarcasm. I didn't mean good as in good. I meant good as in bad.
Say, buddy, this is not a slight on your goods at all. In fact, I'd be happy to pay you for some information. But we're looking for some top shelf goods.
We're looking for many things.
Better one.
Yeah.
Do you know of a merchant named Roki?
There we go.
I was going to say that.
You know, me, Big Rufus, I was getting there. I was like top shelf. I don't know what he's angling for. Many things. That sounds more. Roki got that. Yeah, 20 gold.
What do you say?
20
gold. He wants 20 gold.
10.
I'll throw in 10.
No, he's haggling. He was haggling.
No. It's a 10 in cash. Final offer.
I'm fairly certain Alistar and Win both just lost on gold.
He looks away and looks at Alistair, puts his hand out to Alistair. He's like,
You can't see Chiron's face, but it's a gape with like.
and then once you give him the 10 gold, he looks to Win and goes, 10 gold.
I'll give him 10 gold.
Vin!
It's fine.
No!
Another good day for Big Rufus.
God damn it.
I'm sure he needs it more than us.
Ain't that the truth?
That's
I got big kids to feed.
You don't have to insult the man. He's trying his best. I mean,
Make sure you give him lots of milk. You know, they need to grow, get tall.
What do you think makes him so big? I got all these fucking potions.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait. Sorry, Big Rufus, are you giving your children these potions?
look, don't hassle me, man.
Big Rufus!
Look, I'm an NPC. I was born 2 minutes ago. Lay off.
What is that?
Trying to get his kid on the professional football team, you know?
It's the only way to make it big in this town. The town loves football. He gestures over to a nearby alley. He goes, "You want the guy who's sitting on the frankly, soiled-looking tarp?"
okay. Well, if he urinated, that's pretty bad.
We can see this person.
No, he's like gesturing to like an alley that's like down the way.
Okay.
All right.
It's also it's out of like the confines of like the proper market. It's like a little out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a scary place. Before we go in, so we are going there, right?
I mean,
Yes.
They're scary people. Let's do it.
I would like to do a perception check first to see if this is just like how they shake down new people real quick.
Yeah, that's kind of
So
what I was thinking.
are you like perception checking the alley, or are you insight checking Big Rufus?
It probably would be an insight.
Ideally both, but
Okay.
yeah.
When do you roll an insight check? When do you roll a perception check?
Here's what I would also suggest.
I'll roll perception.
If you two, while you're trying to
Don't
check
burn
around
your
this
own
area, if you guys go in, I can try to maybe give a bird's eye view of the area if you'd like. Get on the roof over there.
I got a big fat 10 insight check.
Big Rufus seems like a pretty trustworthy guy.
Yeah, he would never give potions to children.
I got a dirty 20 on perception.
Well, let's wait. Like we can, because you have to walk away physically. So let's
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, Chiron was asking about getting on the roof. I mean, if it's a feasible thing and won't draw attention to you, go for it. I love that for you.
I can't say it won't necessarily draw attention, but he can roll stealth to it doesn't draw attention.
That's a fair statement.
That seems a little too dangerous. I'd rather you stay with us.
It looks pretty icy.
Chiron's not me. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
It is snowy.
Yeah, it looks a little icy up there. I don't want to plus my new shoes too. So.
Oh, you got new shoes too?
Yeah, you got to block out Billy.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have his voice too.
Oh, right, I forgot about the voice thing.
I'll cast Pass Without Trace on all of us, so everyone gets +10 to stealth.
Cool.
That's not gonna help.
I will now start climbing the roof now that I feel a little bit more comfortable.
All right, give me a stealth check.
I've got a 24.
Damn! All right, so you clamber up on like some crates to get on a roof, and like someone is opening a window, and you like stuck under the open window.
I stare into it with my mask.
Yeah, you shimmy on by, and they go, "Oh, it must have been nothing." Close the door.
Must have been the wind.
What was that?
Good.
With Chiron on a roof and wins
20.
check of 20. So
20.
Down the alley there is a bunch of bullshit, like trash and stuff. And then like very much near the end of the alley there is an Arakakra sitting on what looks like just like a bit of like cloth, like a tarp, like a small amount of stuff on the floor, and he's like sitting cross-legged against the wall, and there's 3 little stones in front of him on his tarp. And other than that, there's nothing of major note in the alley except Chiron. From your bird's eye view, you notice in one of the piles of trash, there's another person sleeping.
Oh.
Okay. I'm also going to cast Gift of Alacrity on myself because I want to do that in case we get into some combat soon.
Cool.
And let's walk into that alleyway. Let's talk to Rongi.
Roki?
Am I above the guy? Like, is he across the roof, or like the guy sleeping, or no? Is he like? Is he directly below me?
He'd be like below you, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for a little bit. Okay.
Cool.
And you'd be like somewhat diagonal to Roki, the presumed.
That's
merchant.
fine. I might do something, but I'll wait until I see more of the conversation.
Yeah, I mean the rest of you that approach, like there's an Arakakra. He's sitting there. He appears to be like sleeping or at least dozing off, kind of just leaning against the wall. He's like sitting cross-legged, but like he's not like alert.
I'll walk up to presumably this is Roki, although we don't know for sure yet. I'll say, "Hello, sir. My name is Wen. Nice to meet you." And I'll put out my hand for a handshake.
He's like sleeping against thing. He's talking.
You fuckhead. You just made this character an Aarakocra just so you can make that sound, didn't you?
No, I wrote this at like fucking 1 p.m. today. Get off my ass.
Get fucked.
He wakes up with like a screech. I wasn't sleeping. Roki. Hi.
Hi, Roki.
Hi. We
We were sent in your direction by a mutual friend of ours.
Big Rufus.
He started with, "I don't have friends." "Oh, Big Rufus. No, yeah, we go way back."
He couldn't stop talking about your wares.
Roki has great wares. Has all the best things. Many things.
We were curious about seeing some of them.
Yeah.
He nods and like gestures to the 3 stones in front of him. Take your pick. Worth note, Arakakra don't like all talk like bird screeches.
Yeah, I imagine.
That's good to know.
He's clearly not fully hinged.
Okay. What are these stones, Chris?
So there are 3. They appear to be like rocks sitting in front of him. One is blue, one is yellow, and one is green.
Fuck. Part of me thinks it'd be really funny to just pick one blindly, but okay. So, I mean, I don't know. If fucking Arcana check on these things. That's me. I have to roll.
Roll, yeah. I think I'm dice like roll.
I mean, that's a 7. That's pretty bad.
Rocks.
Yeah, rocks.
It's rocks. All right, Roki. Let's yell rock. It's intriguing. Tell me about it. What's up with that?
You start asking about like the process here, and he immediately kind of like stiffens and like looks at you a little bit more. He goes, "Take your pick." Roki doesn't think you know what Roki does, and Roki thinks you should probably leave. I think you should leave.
When the bird Irakakra does that, I'm gonna actually from the roof try to do it as sneaky as can, sleight of hand if I can. Shuffle some snow onto the dude who's below me sleeping, like it fell off the roof, and try to just hit him with some snow, like falling
Give me
snow.
a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. I got a 16.
You like knock some snow onto him, and like it gets onto him but doesn't like cover his face or anything like that. And he doesn't seem to react.
But did they see it fall on it? Like
Should we roll a perception check to see if we noticed Chiron doing it?
there's 2 things. Like one I was
So like Roki doesn't seem to even acknowledge it. Like he's in the conversation with the rest of the gang, and the guy who's sleeping doesn't like budge as he doesn't like jolt awake.
I think Jason's trying to ask if we noticed it. He's trying to signal to us. Just
I understand.
Like, hey,
it's a mix of here. Yeah. It can be pretty high. Yeah.
Everyone besides Win, give me a perception check here because everyone else is.
Ooh, that's a sweet 19.
Win's like in conversation.
You said perception, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. It doesn't matter what you said.
19.
2 19s.
There we go.
Ash and Alistair, you hear the sound of snow falling, and considering you're in a sketchy alley and your tension might be a little higher, you both like turn and you just see snow fall. Oh, okay. But as you're like turning back, you notice in that like pile where the snow has fallen, you can see like an arm is kind of like sprawled out. Not in a dead manner so much the sleeping manner, but honestly, you ain't sure.
Yeah.
I mean, also, did I look up to the ceiling and trace it to see Chiron up there?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
I think that's reasonable, unless Chiron you immediately hid.
You know what?
I would try. Yeah, I mean, probably. But they probably knew I was. If they're.
Oh, it's true. You
together,
knew Chiron was up there. Yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
This is a little risky, but I bet this motherfucker doesn't have the highest of wisdom. Probably.
Oh God.
Oh, what are you doing?
Let him cook. Let him fucking cook, I
I'm
guess.
gonna cast Charm Person on Roki.
Oh.
On who?
Roki.
On who?
On Roki.
I'm Roki.
What's his save here?
15.
Let him know if you fail this, he knows still. This is gonna be
Yeah,
great.
no, 100%. This is risky.
You charm the Birdman.
Oh, thank God. I was really stressing about that.
All right.
Because I knew I'd never
Look,
hear the end of
Roki.
it if I fucked it up.
Look, Roki, I'm going to be honest. I do not know what we do here, but my friend here is all about it. He was just trying to rile me out. My friend here, talk to him.
Sorry, Vin's great. Still getting her the ropes on the whole operation here. So just to speed things along, because you're the expert, buddy. Why don't you tell us what you do here?
He's very suspicious of all of this, but like
He's been charmed.
hold on. He goes, Roki doesn't know about, you're really handsome. Have people told you your eyes are just spectacular?
I have got that fun 2 times before. Thank you.
Sorry, you said somebody sent you. Who sent you to Roki?
Big Rufus.
Okay, but really, actually, who sent you to Roki?
You wound me. You think I would lie? Listen,
Iris Keltier sent us.
Thank you, Prij. Jesus Christ.
I literally do not know why I let any of you talk. Ever. Sometimes. Literally, I do not know why I ever let any of you talk.
do we gotta play our cards all the time? Like all the cards on the table all the time?
When they're face up, yes.
When you're dealing with morons who aren't trying to trick you, honestly, yes, just play your damn cards. If you know the opponent only has a 2 and an 8 of different suits, yes, play your damn cards.
Hey, guy with the beautiful eyes. I think he was calling you stupid.
No, I'm very aware.
Okay.
He does that.
Well, if that's what you need, tell you what. For you with the beautiful eyes, and you, my fellow Birdman. What do you
love
need?
what you do with your wings.
Thanks. Flaps him a little bit. Anyway, for you two, I don't know what the rest of you, but for you two, what can I help you with? It's on the house.
Iris Keltier is having us look into some potentially troubling incidents happening around the city. And we were just wondering if you had heard any whispers or rumors surrounding, well, let's say, some dissatisfaction among certain groups of people.
Well, that was almost Xeverson. Well, Roki knows that, in general, people in town aren't pleased with the vampires currently, but Miss Keltier, he like sort of whisper. Now she told Roki to sort of investigate who might be behind that, and well, Roki only can go so far, but Roki knows who would know better. Roki knows who would know and who would staff such a underhanded uprising.
And
Please?
who might that be?
You want a man named Luigi.
No.
Shout out to patron Luigi is me for Luigi.
That's incredibly funny. Holy shit.
That's fucking perfect. Jesus Christ.
So
Luigi is sort of like a. You guys have crime where you're from?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, he does that, but like a lot of it.
So
Oh, that sounds like my kind of guy.
so this Luigi, you're saying it's a him?
I don't get the reference. I'm Roki.
Fuck you. It's a me, Mario.
Fuck you. Get the fuck out
Benstar
of
is a
here.
treasure.
Luigi,
Absolute
have-
treasure.
You string
Yeah.
bean looking motherfucker.
If you haven't seen Ben Star's Mario audition, please
It's
watch
so
it.
good.
It's incredible.
So good.
I didn't know who Benstar was before Final Fantasy 16. Now he's my favorite.
Yep.
I don't think many people did,
No.
but now everyone
I don't
does,
think
and
you
he's
get a lot
earned
of
that.
that, yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Okay, so you think we should look into this Luigi, this big crime person Luigi. Any more details you can share with us, friend?
He hangs out at a somewhat legitimate establishment in the upper part of town. You're gonna want the back door though, not the front.
Okay, and the name of this establishment?
Ah, balls. I had it because it was another
Patron name?
different. Yes, it was. You want Alia Yakta Est. Shout out to patron Alia Yakta Est.
That's a,
Also known as my brother.
yeah, it's really
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Also means the die is cast, right?
I hope.
Yeah,
I
let's
hope
go-
he's cool with
let's-
being
let's
a
go
crime
cross-
bar.
Let's go cross the Rubicon, everyone.
Hey.
The die is cast.
Across the fires of the Rubicon, perhaps?
I will
Perhaps.
tonight.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh yeah, right. Now it's wow.
this is
that was like a few hours ago.
out of character. Did anybody? I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. I'm not there. I'm like,
I mean, I also just want to ask, hey, is that guy behind you dead?
Oh, Jimmy? No, he was ready to kill you in case you attacked me. And he like raises
Oh,
his
we
head.
would never.
Hey, everybody, and goes back to sleep.
Also, just because I'm curious and we're friends, what is the deal with the rocks?
Oh, the rocks are just a red herring. If you pick the green one, Jimmy kills you. If you pick the yellow one, it means you know what the game is, and we play. And the blue one, Jimmy kills you.
Aww. Nobody picks yellow, so good job on that one.
Yeah, it's piss color.
I don't know if Roki likes me. Can one of you ask Roki about, like, the food situation?
Yeah.
And maybe the Menders while we're here?
You deal a lot in wares, moving about town, I assume. Do you know what's going on with the food shortage? And how the Menders seem to be getting a hold of so much?
Well, as far as the harvest, we had less of it. God, verging into Goose Everson. I'm so used to it because you got so many lines last
His
time.
name
all
is Goose, so
Goose
he's
to
a
me.
bird, yeah. His
We
parrot
had less
Everson.
than the ideal harvest this past season, and look, I don't. The average person's an idiot. Most people in this town are illiterate, but someone, I'm assuming Luigi, decided to push the rumor about that the harvest was lesser due to that, and he points up at the pale star, not properly fortifying the crops. And I don't fully know how that thing works, but I don't think that makes sense. But you'd have to ask Iris Keltier for more on that.
Damn, I almost asked her more about the sun when we were there, but I forgot. Didn't do it. Okay. Well, I feel pretty satisfied here. Do we make our way to lay
Oh, you also asked him about the Menders. And,
yeah.
Yes.
Right, yeah, okay. As for the friends, you're actually in a great part of town to find them. They prefer the poorer part of town for their handouts. So if you look around enough, you'll find them.
Does they have a particular look, like uniform, logo?
Yes, they wear Lots of blue, all blue.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What are they, Sanji?
Damn it.
Wow.
The One Piece is
I was gonna say,
Similar joke.
are they the Italian men's national football team? The Azzurri.
Wow.
That might have been a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to get that, but
I was
that-
gonna ask if they had all fish
Pridge is either
imaginable.
really gonna love or really gonna hate Luigi.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling I know which one it is.
I love making fun of Italians, so
Well, is there a Mrs. Villensley? Because you can't do the Italian accent without Villensley involved.
Mrs. Villensley. Incredible. Okay. I think we're good with Roki, I'm assuming. We can decide whether or not to talk to the Menders or Luigi first, away from him.
yeah.
Cool.
I'm fine with that.
Great.
All right. We make our way. I give Chiron a signal to be like, cool job, bud. Thanks for looking out for us. I mean it sincerely. It's not a joke.
No, it's just the single. I give Chiron a single. I give him a tip. Here's $1.
I already,
You're doing great work up
I
there.
already gave Big Rufus 10. I'm a big tipper.
Just how much you value Chiron. Goddamn.
Well, to be fair, he did swindle us. All right.
You also Win accidentally also swindled you.
Yeah. Well.
Well, I'd say Wynn swindled herself more than.
That's true. That's fair.
All right. Yeah. What do we want to do? We want to talk to a Mender. We want to talk to or see anything about the Menders, or do we want to head to Luigi?
I feel like since we're here, we should
Yeah,
check.
if we're already here and the vendors might be around here, let's not leave and then come back.
Yeah.
And also, like, the Menders might not be related to the brother's name, who I forget.
Zephys?
Zephys?
Yep.
Think of it like
So if they're not related to him, then we can investigate them without, like, blowing our cover.
That's a good point as well.
Granted, that's only if they're not related, but yeah.
Do we want to just walk up and say, "Hey, I need some help"?
I mean, I'd like to look at them.
Yeah, dude. Are they in fact easily findable in this area?
Chiron, never mind. I was gonna suggest something, and it's a horrible idea.
Okay.
So without going to the the extent of like trying to look too obvious and like asking around, hey, you seen any Menders around? Let's go with a. I don't want to
Investigation?
Yeah, I guess investigation makes the most sense. Because it's not quite perception, it's not quite investigation. Just go, investigation.
Wow.
We just ask for if
That's
people have seen the Blue Man Group
a
recently,
nat
and we're good to
20.
go.
Hell yeah!
I have not rolled over a 5 tonight.
Damn.
I rolled an 18 on that one.
15.
I've rolled a 2, a 3, and a 5.
Sorry.
Oh my
Jules,
God.
is that
What
thunder?
the fuck was that?
Yeah, no, it's been thundering for the last couple.
That
like,
was the most
10
like
minutes.
stock thunder sound effect I've ever heard.
Not gonna lie, that sounded kind of cool over like
you were
between the
bowling.
thunder hitting, going through your mic, and over the interwebs. It sounded cool.
It's been like rumbling for a while. I wasn't sure if you could hear it.
No,
but
that was
one
the first time.
huge.
Yeah.
That was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was big.
Yeah. Also, my window's closed. Like,
Yeah.
that's coming through.
Damn. Okay.
What were those rolls again?
20.
15.
I rolled an 18.
Mine doesn't matter.
18.
After some looking and exiting the immediate market area and looking about, you eventually run into quite a few people actually that are sort of like almost not patrolling, but like walking up and down the streets and like helping a great number of people. Several people in blue cloaks. Among them, sort of clearly like instructing the others, is a middle-aged man with an unshaven and weathered face. He somewhat looks like everyone ever's dad. Just like man too. He is dressed in what would consider mostly normal clothing, like a tan doublet and trousers. But over that, much like the compatriots he's wearing a blue cape in a rich blue fabric with a nice little bit of gold stitching on the edges. He and a small group of other similarly blue cape people are handing out supplies, notably bread and cheaper but similar blue bolts of cloth and like helping people fashion them into like makeshift for like capes or blankets.
Right.
He doesn't like, directly notice you. He's just going about his thing. If anything, you notice them before any of them notice you.
Could we like? So she's this person is going like down the aisle, right? Or down the
Yeah, like not like it's not like a major street. It's like a smaller street. And, like there's bakers and the like.
But she's like going in a direction down this.
Yeah.
Quote unquote street.
Won't this be
Could we
problematic if we like talk to these people?
Well, I was thinking, get like a little ahead of them and get in like the street, like so that we would blend in with everyone else, right?
I mean, they don't know who we are at this point.
Yeah, no, but
Right.
I feel like that would be better than like getting in and just being another person would be better than walking up to them being like, "Hey, you the Menders? Are you
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
cult?"
say. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
I mean, I'm sure they're used to people walking up and saying, "Hey, you're the people that give out free food and clothes in town. I would love some of that, please."
That is a really fair point.
I'll walk up to one.
All right.
I'll walk up
Aren't
to
you on
one
a
and
rooftop
say-
still?
I just got off the
He,
roof.
He's came with us. We
You-
moved around. a lot.
You walk up and like before you appear behind them, they like turn and notice you. Oh, hello, friend. Hungry, are we?
No, well, I'm a local doctor in town, and I deal with many poor folk, and people enter my street shop all the time asking for help, whether it be medical or through means of just bread and water. I would love if I could have some for the people who come to my thing, and so they can go relieve themselves after their medical care. I've heard you give out supplies, and I'd be very happy if I could concede some.
We do, and honestly, I'd be very glad to help. Would you mind? We are unfortunately a bit low on supplies for the day. Would you mind telling me where your shop is, and then next time we're around, we could come by and give you some blankets and cloth and the like?
Well, it's pretty mobile. As a street doctor, I have to keep
A
moving
street
pretty often.
doctor.
What? That's
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Especially
Yeah.
during the time period. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to
Think
keep
of
on
like plague
moving.
doctors. We own their shit around.
I don't have a specific area. I just peruse around town.
If I can, I'm just gonna like in the corner just like whistle and give bardic inspiration to Chiron because I feel like he might need it on a roll coming up soon.
Sure. The Mender, he's not like hostile or anything. He seems relatively normal. He's like nodding along. No, that makes sense. I really wish we could help. I mean, we have plenty of supplies up at our camp, but unfortunately, that's neither here nor there. I'd
Where's your
welcome you.
Where's your camp?
I'd welcome you back, but I mean, I suppose if you wish to help, Chiron, can I have a persuasion check?
I'm so glad I get that. Get a D8 added to that. So
See how it goes. I'm really good at charisma with my -1 modifier.
The D8s, that's why the D8 could be huge. Or it could be nothing.
I rolled an 8 on the D8, by the way, which is pretty fucking good.
what's the big
I
dice
got-
roll though?
Yeah, well, I got a 22.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 on it.
Chiron!
I rolled a 15 on the D20.
He's stroking his chin. Well, if you wish to lend a helping hand, or perhaps just get a bit of reprieve from the city, like I said, we have a little enclave of our own, a fort from beyond the war. Our hosts in Straignmar left it little than rubble and snow, but we've taken upon ourselves to restore it to its former glory. You look to be able-bodied and fit. If you can wheel your cart and your accoutrement out there, we could certainly load you up with supplies to bring back to town, and we are always in need of able hands and such help.
Well, I'll let some of my assistants know, and we can move our supplies over or our cart over there to get the
Marvelous.
supplies.
And you're from here, you said?
Not necessarily. I haven't been here too long, because I wouldn't say from here. But
Are any of your assistants?
my assistants are familiar with the area, yeah, so they should be able to get around town.
Tell them it was once known as the Frost Keep. And while many of us are guilty of still calling it such, we've taken to renaming it Aurora, a much more pleasant name, to be sure.
Chris, can I make a history check on the Frostkeep?
Yeah, it's gonna need to be good.
I mean, I didn't say I was gonna make a successful check on the Frostkeep, just that I wanted to try.
Oh no.
I rolled a 2, which is a total of 4. So
Great.
It sounds real.
It sounds cold.
still haven't rolled above 5 today.
Yeah.
You know, he's saving those from battle.
You're gonna be swimming in 20s eventually.
Well, all high numbers has to eventually pay off in this guy.
When I'm at PAX, I'm gonna just replace all my dice.
Okay, well, we got
information from him.
Yeah.
Hirohaki. I was this close to asking what his blood type was. I
You
resisted.
did so good, Chiron.
Chiron, I was gonna suggest
that was incredible.
Chiron, I was gonna suggest you take your mask off and act like a patient because you got the bandages. And then you went in like a doctor and you fucking killed it.
That guy.
Way to go, Chiron.
That guy does not deserve to see my face.
I mean, you got the bandages.
You still would have left your bandages on.
Yeah.
We just would have had you play patient.
Wait, have we seen Chiron's full face yet?
No.
You've seen like him have bandages underneath his mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's bandages.
Cool.
That's all.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Somebody asked my name was Handrew. Goodbye.
Handrew?
Yeah.
Like with a hand?
Is that a Patreon name or
No.
Okay, good, because I'm gonna make fun of it.
Because when you guys don't ask character names, if it is a patron, they're no longer a patron.
Yeah. Good move.
That name gets shuffled back into the pile. Shout out to you, Miss Meg Winter.
That would have been you.
So we could head to Luigi, or we could head to the Frostkeep. I kind of want to head to the Frostkeep, if we know where that is.
So none of you actually do.
We know. We bluffed a little. We bluffed a little bit that we know that Chiron's from the city and would know where it is. So we actually can't go there just yet unless you want to ask around some more.
Roki,
to ask some jabroni.
just go back to Roki.
Yeah,
Where's the Frostkeep?
Yeah, I mean my charm should still be up on him hypothetically.
Sure, I'm not gonna say you can't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Roki, my guy, it's been so long. One more question, really quick. The Frostkeep.
Him and Jimmy, the guy who's laying in the trash for eating sandwiches.
Oh shit!
Ooh, sandwiches.
Jimmy was not charmed, by the way.
That's true.
Jimmy was playing dead for like 20 minutes. He's fine.
In a pile of trash.
What kind of sandwiches you rocking with it? No, I don't care about this.
Ham and cheese.
Where?
Ham and cheese.
Okay, nice. Mayonnaise or
ranch dressing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Feels like a perversion of God's will, but
Oh, come on, dude. There's some oil, vinegar, and some oregano, salt, pepper. Where's
the Frostkeep?
Frostkeep?
Apparently it's now called Aurora.
They look kind of confused.
By the Menders.
I don't know anything about that, but the Frostkeep, it's like a day's hike away. Faster.
Okay, not doing that one today.
It used to be a fort back in like real old times, and then I'm pretty sure it got all broken up during the war with the Sky Eater.
Okay.
Hey, can you ask Roki if he could put on this mask real quick that I'm holding?
Yeah. Roki.
Okay.
Love your face. Obviously, it's incredible.
Love your eyes. We've been over it.
Yeah, it's great. My friend here, he's been trying to. He's a mask maker, and he's been trying to fashion a mask for Eric Okra, and he would love it if you could just try this on to make sure he's got the sizing right.
Oh, no problem. He goes to put it on, doesn't fit at all, even a little bit.
Yep, no, of course it wouldn't.
Do we download Roki's voice?
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry.
How do I look?
You look great. The mask isn't quite there though. And I look at Chiron. I'm like, you got to try better next time.
He returns the mask to you.
Cool. you got it though, right? Like by doing that.
Yeah, totally. You got
Okay, cool.
so you,
Cool.
you like you like as soon as you're out of like ear shot or eye shot, you like test it. You're like, oh yeah, I got bird voice.
It might. Oh, your blood will be mine. Oh!
Wow, I hate that.
This is the best item I could have given Chiron.
Yes, it unbelievably works. Okay, that could come in handy for science.
For science.
No, I hate that.
Well, if it's for science, I'm all for it,
Yeah,
man.
right.
I support science.
All right, getting us
So
back on track. You got a
not.
fort, you got a dig site, you got the castle, and you got Luigi.
Sounds like
Do we know where the dig site is?
No,
Exactly.
Oh, we don't.
Roki, where's the
You-
dig site?
you know it's outside of town.
Right.
Well, technically, we're outside of town right now.
For the sanctity of if you went to ask Roki, he also does not know the location.
Okay, cool. Thank you for
He
speaking.
doesn't even know what the, he doesn't even know what the
It-
fuck you're talking about.
It sounds like Luigi time, baby.
It does sound like it's
Yeah,
Ouija
let's go back
time.
to
It is in
Ouija.
fact Ouija time.
It is Ouija time. Can we
Take a
take
bathroom
a
break?
bathroom
Yes!
feed my cat break?
Oh, that's also that was a yes.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay.